So today's job is to paint this fairly modern car. Sanding to start with. We're going to roller paint and hopefully end up with a marginally as you can see there's lots of drips. I did that with a paintbrush. I imagine lots of professional shops would probably do that. Just kind of lap it on and hope for the best. The bonnet, similar sort of job really, but obviously you could argue that it's art. Personally, I think that would be a fair assumption. This is a bit of filler that I've put in and then painted over it just to keep it dry. And the rest of it will be going that colour. First job obviously is to drink the rest of my tea and probably sand it first, because you know people say that you should do that. I mean, the condition of the paint on the roof is pretty good, and hopefully we'll finish with this sort of colour. So yeah, here we go. That's a little insect there. I'll try not to paint him. We'll call him Bird. This is going to be the beginning of the sanding part and the end of the tea part. I think a lot of this video is mainly going to be about me drinking tea, with a little bit of painting and possibly some lying down. We'll see how it goes. Right, as promised, here is me actually drinking the tea, just to prove. Oh, I feel like I'm really getting on with it now. It's done probably about a minute of sanding so far. It's been pretty tough. Right, here's another little shot of me just. Yep. The sanding part is done, for the most part. You know, it's probably taken me upwards for about 15 minutes, so pretty thorough. And I'm just going to finish sanding the door, just some of the paint that I've done before. Give it a nice fine, smooth finish. Obviously for that I'm using the sort of thickest, coarsest sandpaper, just ripping it apart, you know, just because it's easier, really. So the next I'll be masking tape. Mask, how do you say that? We have now sanded the paintwork down. Sanded lightly over that bit and this bit. I think, you know, we are pretty much ready for the bit you've all been waiting for, the wiping it down with a bit of old kitchen towel. Right, we're sort of masking taped up and nearly ready to go. Next job, more tea, obviously. Definitely need more tea. Got the cup, got the kettle. Next job is to do the paintwork. I've got it all masked up, so let's see if I can Okay, we're getting there. Done half of it. It's looking a bit better. Getting around the edges and stuff. Right side too. I think I've painted my hair. I've also painted my shoe, which is pretty impressive. So, yep, there we go. So that's the first coat. And it's come out fairly well, apart from the tree crumbs on the roof. So I'll pick those off later. And I've sort of painted the inside of the doors a little bit, as you can see there. Oops, let that dry a bit. So I'm going to leave that for today. And then, yeah, I'm going to have to clean up some bits. I've sort of gone around with a little brush. And tomorrow I'm going to come back and probably, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, do a second coat with the other roller, the other foam roller I bought. It's just a few patches where it's not quite covered, but it's pretty much there, so yeah, not bad, pretty happy with it. How not to paint your car, part 60,000, and this is day 147. I think we're slowly starting to get there. I've been without food for 146 days. So we're going to have something to eat, I think, sort of stay alive. Luckily I live a lot longer than most normal humans, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue, but yes. Okay, this is after the second roller coat, and the coverage is a lot more even. I think I'm probably gonna leave it at that in terms of the roller bit. I don't know, I thought I'd missed a bit, but I think I'm alright. So I just realised that that's a transfer, not a sticker, so I peeled the thing off. Yeah, I mean, there's not really any, I mean, you know, if you're disappointed looking for kind of like technical information on how to paint your car, I don't have any, so I just kind of made it up on the spot. And there's a few like little dribble marks and things. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to call. I'm just going to go around with the little paintbrush. I've just realised I haven't done the front as well. Does anyone else think that we should paint the trim white as well? Or alternatively, just leave the masking tape on forever? Right, this is the walk around. The final, well, not quite the final, but taking the tape off of that door. I think the last thing we're going to have to do at the end is to sort of possibly do something with the bits where I've gone over the black. But yeah, I think it's looking a lot more even after just 2 coats. I've got a little bit of paint left in my 2.5 litre tin that I bought, but it's kind of, I might use that to do the inside of the doors, because what I've done is I've just gone in with like a little brush and just kind of, that's probably the best one, just covered up any scratches or bits of rust that I could find. But it was pretty minimal on this one. I've done on that side. Yeah, that side's pretty good as well. I think the other side's a bit, it's probably the worst. Just on the inside of the doors there, I've sort of done that kind of thing. Not quite finished. That's probably another couple of hours really of faffing about, so I'll do that if I can ever be bothered. In terms of the finish, the roof, we're actually getting a bit of a reflection almost of something vague like the sky. I'm pretty sure you could say that's definitely the sky, you know. But yeah, I've sort of gone in and like done the door handles and things a bit better now. Yeah, we'll see what happens. That masking tape was rubbish. Rubbish. So I'm blaming the masking tape. Obviously it's got nothing to do with my professional skill set. So thank you for watching part 1 of how not to paint your car. And definitely do not, under any circumstances, subscribe to my channel. Because I've got a clean record of 0 subscribers and, you know, I just want to keep it that way. Obviously that's a joke, you can if you want, I don't mind. It'd be pretty cool if someone other than me watches this, so yeah, let's see what happens. Let's go. Yeah.